Is CCP actually communism or munism? Many people are amazed by that, so let's talk about that in the next video and in the next part video. Firstly, we start from number 1. Marx, maker of munism, he guessed many regimes be erected in high societies like France, UK, but the fact is, first munism state was very poor, states like China and Russia, so this fact shows the idea of Marx that cannot be used to lead the reality. Plus, Marx didn't give way to get munism. Even the idea of Marx is good, but sadly it's like utopia. So today I'm gonna look which tier munism is in, why munism is a fake economic and upper frame, two most key parts of society. Also, we have many another index, but the time isn't allowed us to further discover and discuss that topic. So if you guys interested in that, you can just search yourself. So we can see economic China isn't so well than the mature states like US, UK. So China is like close in the mid of this rank. So from perspective view, China ranks 69. So you can see this map, China is orange, it's not a good sign. So let's take a good look, shall we? We can see China is below 5, basically 2.1. So from equal polar view, China can't win with populism. So the word said by the China like munism is most mature, highest in all social frames are fake. So if you didn't even close to the development of the pluralism, how can you claim the title for the most advanced society in the world? So let's talk about equal polar view, and we start from upper frame, shall we? I give you an example to show what polar frame China is in. Mind many data aren't open to the masses, so only data I can find which is Fuping County. So I will use this county to show you what munism's upper structure is. So first you need to know what urban village is slum, but CCP don't admit. So talk about economy many stuffs, we can talk like urban pops to rural pops, ratio per GDP, HDI, etc. Here tiny info I can find in web. In the blue line you can see slum pops, which 16% pops Shenzhen. Shenzhen is very rich, mature than another inland cities. So in the majority of cities in China, slums pops to city pops is more higher. So talk about urban pops to the rural pops ratio. For more data, in 2024 is 66%, but in fact slums pops in data. So if you wipe those pops, urban pops to the rural pops ratio may close to the 20% to the 13%, as slum don't have public service, pubs don't have city ID, don't link with the city's grid, water, etc. So the face of China and the city are very good, but if you go deeply inside the street, so slum is 2 words. So in our cases in the China state, Swiss, Stalmart, so here's case in the blue line and yellow line. So like in the yellow line, China's regulation have repeatedly set a daily limit on number of stocks they can sell to maintain stock market stability and public confidence among the escalating trade war. And also the blue line, so you can stop it and look yourself, which is Fuping County. Blue line 1 is 11.89 million tax gain, blue rectangles 20.9 million of no tax skin. Bhutan 2 is 976.42 million. Yellow is 1131.92 million of all expensive food. So we can see again, gain is only 25 million, but expenses 5 times more than gain. What's aid? Why Philippines needs so many aid? Let's find it. Yellow line is 2.73 billion, which is wage expense for local state. Blue line 1 is former servant, 2 billion. Blue line 3 is former servant, 0.70 billion. Blue line 2 is informal servant, 0.46 billion. So this is why local county needs aid, as they need to pay those servants who are they are a member of CCP. Blue line is informal servant, wages 60,000 yuan per year. Number is around 29,000. Yellow is former servant, 120,000 yuan per year. Number is around 16,000. So those former servants are very rich. So servant CCP is around 44k, but pop staff is around 157k. So those servant is like the feudal class who enjoys much higher wage in the state. In this shot, we can say 964 million folks gain is less than 2,000 per month. 600 million is around 1,000 per month. We can say that Dafang County normal folks gain is 1,500 per month, then 19,000 per year. I said in last short, former servant wages 120,000 per year. And what about informal one? They clean floor or toilets, etc. Hence, the wages is low. So Dafang County has 857,000 folks, 19,000 formal CCP servants earns 7 times more than the rest of folks. This is a key in the feudal time like Song dynasty. You can stop this video and read blue part. So today, China is a copy of the Edmund polar frame in feudal China like Song dynasty. So from equal polar view, China isn't surely communism, but in feudalism society. So some people maybe ask, you can give me more example about the communism, and I can give you an example like Soviet Union. So actually in the Soviet Union, we have collective form. It's like shown in the picture. So what's collective form? I show in the blue part. If you want to stop this video, you can stop it and see yourself. So it's easy word for the Soviet Union polar system. So our old pile concentration of the power feudal structure shows up again. So it's from polar view. So from economic Soviet Union's equal element plan, we don't have mart. State held by the Communism Party owns almost all wealth. Well, it's like feudal equal frame, not Borism or Munism. I said before, Marx's idea is good, but it can't use in reality. Why? Let's see. Soviet Union urbanization highly coercive. It didn't fit with social rule. Unionists want to vary social frame fast, but they can't vary equal base. Like in China and Russia, they didn't be acted by the rebirth, reform, industrial, enlightenment, etc. So Communists want to use force to vary society without touching key issue like equal frame in the social science. economy-based society, but Communists wants to vary this natural rule, so when they saw Communism society, they just varied feudal frame with new Communism frame, left feudal core intact. So in reality, Communism is anti-science, even anti-Marx. As I said before, Marx didn't give followers tips to how to make Communism societies, so the followers used anti-science way to make monster society. This society is born of feudalism. In the end, we talk about socialism or communism, we can think this way. Back to the Marx time, in the early stage, Bolshevism or capitalism. So many today illegal stuffs like kid labor, free labor, etc. Normal back to the Marx time. So he wanted to vary that, but he didn't give how to vary it, how to build socialism or communism society. So when he died, his followers warped idea of Marx, as he didn't give how to gain communism or socialism society. So today, so-called communism or socialism aren't Marx's idea in his mind. So you can say communism or socialism in fact never exist. It's just an idea, no one can use it. As we didn't know in Marx's mind how to gain communism or socialism society. As he died, so that is okay. So folks, we finished our first part theory linked with Neofuturism, and it's over.